not.
I thought you were just fucking with him.
No, I broke it.
You broke what? Oh shit.
He did tell you. If we rewind the tape, he said, you're gonna break your plate.
Hey guys, it's Nathan Bronson. And this is...
I'm Stirling Cooper, and I'm urging you to never go to New Zealand. Go to Australia instead, because we have far better lamb.
Alright, guys, today we are cooking a butterflied lamb leg with garlic mashed potatoes, fried onions, and a red wine glaze sauce.
Damn. Do it.
Cool. So, Sterling, back to what we were talking about, because I believe we were on the subject of why America doesn't really use lamb, and you actually informed me of some shit I did not know.
Yeah. So, like, people don't realize that the whole Australian colony was kind of, like, built on, literally on the backs of sheep. Same with the New Zealand colony, right?
Yeah.
Those were colonies of England. They just brought a bunch of sheep over. There's tons of land for them to graze on, because sheep will basically eat grass like right down to the root. So even if it's dry, they'll eat it. And yeah, so we have tons of sheep in Australia, tons of sheep in New Zealand as well. And that's why we eat tons of it.
Can I say one thing I'm really bummed out that happened in California is we can no longer eat kangaroo.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and that bums me out all the time. Kangaroo is delicious.
But you were saying it was because a certain...
Jack in the Box?
Yeah, they were...
Come after me, bitch.
They were sneaking kangaroo meat into their burgers.
No, like apparently they're sneaking a mixture of horse, kangaroo, and beef, which I'm really bummed out about, because I used to be able to say, oh no, I've never ate horse.
But now... Yeah.
But now I technically have eaten horse, and I did not fucking know.
You know you can get horse sushi.
Where?
Apparently the neck part of the horse is turned into good, like, sashimi.
Oh, sashimi?
Sashimi.
Ooh, yeah, that does sound tasty.
I've never tasted it, but...
I would love to taste that.
I have tasted dog. I've eaten dog before.
How was dog?
Dog tastes like lamb. Yeah, oddly enough. It's kind of like... Because what I had in Korea, it was like...
I can see that.
It was it's like a dog meat stew, which is a dish they serve to old people for, like, vitality.
For boners?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it gives you a bone. I don't know. Makes you a horn dog.
Oh, old horn dog, just what we needed in everyday life.
Yeah, but it tasted kind of like mutton when I had it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been in this interesting... Oh, actually...
The land of freedom?
I was going to say, tell everyone what you fucking do.
Oh, I'm a porn star like him. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell people that. My parents watch this.
No, I don't.
I know.
So I was a swinger. And
I did that too.
Yeah. But I had a swingers couple that I played with every now and then back in Perth, Western Australia. And I rented some some lights like this and some cameras, booked a hotel room, and I was like, hey guys, do you mind if I just film us playing around for a night? I'm gonna try and get into porn. So I filmed this footage. It looked terrible. You could see like the cords and everything in the footage. It was awful. And I cut it up into little sections, like doggy style, blowjob, missionary position, whatever. Put it into a Dropbox folder, and then I pitched some directors in Melbourne. And they were like, this is the most professional application we have ever received.
That would be, because that's not even how I did it.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then they gave me a shot. But there's no agents in Australia. The porn scene in Australia is like 2 companies. So there's very little work for dudes.
Yeah, when I was out there, it was like 3 fucking companies. There's what,
Aussie Arse, Aussie Fellatio Queens, and Light Southern.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know. Can you explain to people, because we both get a lot of questions online, mostly guys like, I want to get into porn. It's fucking awesome. You fuck all the girls I want to fuck. Man. Would you explain what your experience is, or what you would say to someone being like, I want to get into porn? Because I know what I would fucking say at this point.
I'd say first, like, test yourself.
Yeah.
Because you might think you can do this job, but you kind of need to put yourself under pressure sexually so you can have some understanding of whether or not you can actually pull it off.
Like, have your dad watch you fuck your girlfriend.
Well, okay, go to a swingers club. Go to a swingers club and, like, be the guy, like, fuck in the center of the room and have the entire club watching you.
There's a good one.
Like, and if you can do that, that's a good start.
Yeah.
And then if you're in the swinging scene, like, play with a couple and get the husband to film you while you fuck his wife, right? If you can do that, then okay, maybe you might actually have what it takes to do this kind of job.
Yeah, you're getting closer.
Yeah, you're getting close. Nothing can replicate it, unfortunately.
No.
Nothing can replicate like the pressure and like the...
Knowing that the money's on the line, knowing that if you fuck this up, you may never work for this company again.
That's the thing that most people don't realize, right? Is like, you literally, as a male performer, you literally have one chance.
Every day.
Only, well, with the first time you work for a new director.
Yeah.
The first scene with a new director is your one shot.
Yep.
If you nail it, he'll put you on his roster, and you'll get work with them again. If you fuck that up, you will never work for that director again.
Nope.
No matter how good you do with other directors, by the way. Well, I always say there's like 3 kinds of girls in our industry. There's the girls who are like genuine nymphomaniacs.
Yeah.
That are fantastic to work with. Everybody loves working with them. All the guys love them, right? Then there's another third which are kind of professionals.
Yep.
Like the first third, the nymphomaniacs, like they'll suck your dick when the camera's not rolling.
Yes.
That's kind of the defining factor there.
That's in my fucking mouth. That is mine. You know, it's like, oh yeah, bitch, let's go.
Or like they'll be flirting with you and grabbing your dick through your pants before like you're even anywhere near the sex. Like the whole day is like a big build up.
It's great. It's great.
It's fantastic. It's easy. Yeah. And then there's another third which are professional, but they're still great to work with. So like
Professional whores.
yeah, so they won't like touch you before the camera starts rolling, but once the camera's rolling, they'll give you energy. They'll give you chemistry. And then there's the last third, which is what makes the job really hard. And they're like they're divas.
Yeah.
And they kind of give off this aura of, oh, you're lucky just to be anywhere near my vagina.
Yeah.
And they're on their Instagram all day, not giving you any chemistry.
You should be happy to have this.
Yeah. And then when the camera stops, they jump off your dick.
Yeah.
To check your Instagram feed or whatever.
Hey, can I touch you? What?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I'm sorry for asking. That was dumb.
Yeah. He does breakdowns of Australian slang. It's very, very funny.
I know, since we're on the subject, would you give us some fun Australian slang that you just don't use as much because you're in this...
Yeah, okay.
Red, white, and blue.
I'll say a phrase.
Yes.
And you tell me if you know what I'm talking. Or you can translate. Oi, Nathan, let's go down to the servo and get some durries.
Say again?
Let's go down to the servo and get some durries.
Let's go to the gas station and get... No. Gas station and get some donuts?
No.
Beer?
No.
Food?
No. You got the first half right. You got the first. Servo is service station.
Yeah, service station.
Correct. Durries.
Durries. Durian fruit.
No, why'd they have durian fruit?
You know what? I don't know. You're a fucking weird country.
Okay, another. Maybe you might be familiar with this other expression. I'll use a different word for it.
Yeah.
Hey Nathan, can you lend me a dart? A dart.
My parents raised me better than this.
I mean, you don't use that phrase. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm asking, right?
I have no idea.
A dart. Same as
car.
Same as a durry. A durry. A dart. A cigarette.
Oh! No, I would never got that one. I was
Fine.
so far off, man.
Fine. We've got another Australia dude.
I know, I suck. I'm sorry. I did not.
You gotta hand your
that.
passport back.
Go on, give it up.
Give it up. Like other expressions are pretty like self-explanatory. They're more of like a descriptive phrases like dry as a dead dingo's donger. No one really.
God bless you.
No one really uses that though.
I guess that'd be like this. What's that southern one? You could swing. What was that? You could swing a dead cat around here and find a good guitar player.
Yeah.
No one uses it, but I'm happy it's there.
Yeah, you'd understand it. Well, like basically, here's the thing to understand with Australian slang, and this isn't even like really intense slang. This is just basic Australian slang. We take words and we shorten them down and we add the word "o" onto the end of them. So service station becomes servo.
Sure. Okay.
Garbage man becomes garbo.
Okay.
McDonald's or we'll add the A.
Yeah.
We'll add it. So McDonald's becomes Macca's.
Yeah.
So we just like to shorten it. It's like we're in a rush all the time.
Yeah, you are in a rush.
We're in a rush to relax. Shut it up again. Shut it up again. Look how good this is.
That's what everyone says.
Well, look, in Australia we don't have knives. We only have sporks. This is a thing most people don't understand. Knives do not exist where I'm from.
No, not at all.
No, Nathan, I'm joking.
Yeah, we're a very knife-free culture.
Drop bears. You have to watch out for drop bears when you go to Australia, of course.
What the hell's that?
Most tourists don't understand that they're actually in serious danger if they go on a hike in Australia.
Oh, isn't that from the what the fuck are they called?
The drop bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like an angry koala that it sort of drops down and it latches onto your neck and bites on your neck.
I've heard this, and they don't have like a weird like bacteria in their mouth, or is it on their or is it on their hands?
Well, it's look, you don't want to get it in your bloodstream. Let's just say that.
Yeah. They're like vampire bears. They get really high off the fucking eucalyptus leaves.
They do get high of the eucalyptus, and they all die of chlamydia.
Yeah, I was like, I found out this the other day. I was like, oh, so these are just some retarded bears that are like going about. And
They're all high and they're all fucking all the time.
Yeah.
So they're basically Californians.
Touche, sir.
But in cuddly bear form. Honestly, I like being on set with certain crews.
Yeah.
And like certain crews and certain scripts. When the scripts are silly, I love it. When we get to because the whole day is you joking and laughing about not just the script but the absurdity of the script, and everyone's in a good mood. Like,
yeah.
I actually like sets where it's not just like you and the female talent and maybe like the director and a PA, but it's got like 2 or 3 more people on set and they're there all day.
It's fun.
It's really, really fun.
And the guys aren't pissed off about being there.
No,
it's like everyone's just like, let's do this, and we're laughing about it. Yeah, I guess you.
Yeah, because it's not. We have one of the talking about like as much as we can find things to complain about. Realistically, we have one of the best work environments in the world because there's no one's going to send you to HR for making a dick joke in our job. Like the director is making a dick joke.
Yeah.
The girl you're working with is making a dick joke. Like you're free to have offensive
dick joke.
offensive humor.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And I like. Oh god, I love the smell of fresh rosemary.
I do. It's from a garden too.
You didn't pee on it, did you?
So I mean, like with the Stirling.
Did you pee on it? This stuff grows like weed does.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. Like I'm gonna I was growing all these vegetables, but
This is really fragrant rosemary.
it's fucking awesome.
This is great stuff.
Yeah, I take that to work with me every once in a while to get my podcast. Baby.
Does that help?
Just gets me rock hard every time, man. But yeah, so I mean, but those are like the good times on set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good days.
And it's like those are those and the days where you find that girl. Jesus fucking shit. Did I just put reset? But also, I want to hear, like, what are some of those days that you're, like, really, you come off set? Because I think I've talked about this a lot on this show. It's like, that there's those days where you're just like, fuck, man, these are the ones that, like, really make me almost want to quit this job.
Yeah, there's days like that.
Yeah, and it's like, I just want you to kind of, like, give them your, like...
a different perspective
because it's not always amazing. Some of these days have made me question so many things because... The best way I can describe it is, this job is kind of like, I don't want to go with that. The way a bipolar chick told me one time, you'll never know how high my highs are, you'll never know how low my lows are. There's sometimes in between, but like the job can be just that. It can be so high, it's like you are just, I'm all that is man! And then it can put you into a spot where you feel so low, you're like,
you're questioning your whole like existence.
Yeah, question like, am I even good at sex? Does my penis
work?
This
kind of shit because like, and we've got like maybe you're probably the same as me. Like you kind of get a bit harsh on yourself.
Oh yeah, super harsh.
Because we're sort of like we're supposed to be the best in the world at this or whatever the fuck, and you're comparing yourself to the other male talent, and. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but the reality is some of the other male talent that we compete against literally have robotic dicks.
Yep.
That's not a joke. That's like it's an implant you can get.
Or shooting it up.
Or they're using like a Cavaject. So it's like when you're out there, it's like you've got to kind of take that into perspective sometimes. So because you're not a robot, you can have a bad day.
Yeah.
But I totally, what Nathan is saying is exactly the same kind of stuff I go through as well. When I have a bad day, and a bad day is typically...
Not even as horrible as you think it is.
No, but what makes a bad day for me is when I've not stood my ground enough, and I've let a director kind of put me in a position, like for the sex, put me in a spot where I know I'm not going to do a good job.
Yeah, 100%.
That's 100% for me. That is when I have a bad day.
Yeah.
When I don't stand my ground and be like, look, I know my body better than you do because I'm the one in it.
Yeah.
And I know that if you try to make me do this upside down fucking pile driver on top of like a marble desktop, we're not going to have a great scene.
What, you saying you can't do it? Bro, like, I mean, this other guy could do it. Like,
This
why
guy
can't you
could do it.
You can't fuck on the
this guy over here has a robotic penis. The first time, I remember the first time I flopped,
Yeah.
it was for a door sales scene. So it was a condom scene,
I was dog fart, gangbang.
right? And oddly enough, this scene got fucking nominated for an AVN.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it, right?
Like, because when the ironic thing is when you have a bad scene, the editor has to put in a lot more work to make it look as decent as another scene. So they actually it ends up looking better. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was like with a French girl, and she just had like a nose job. So she was like, oh. It was the perfect storm for having a floppy penis. I'll go over it.
Please tell me.
So it was in Brighton, England, in the middle of the winter. So it's a beach town in England. Really strong winds, icy cold.
I love how you say beach town in England like it's nice. It's, beach town in England's
It's
like...
basically cobblestone.
Yeah. It's basically Canada, guys.
It's
okay?
big black like rocks everywhere. That's the beach in England. She's just had so we're doing dialogue for like a couple of hours. Dialogue is basically just pick-up shots because there's no actual dialogue because it's a dubbed movie.
Yeah.
She's just had a nose job, so she's complaining and whinging the whole day because she's getting cold.
Yeah.
And then she's like, look, don't smush in your face into my face when we're kissing because I've got a nose job, it'll hurt. And then she said at the beginning of the day, 2-3 hours had passed, we were in this tunnel and have to do like a kissing shot. And I forget and I boop her on the nose by accident. And then she starts to complain and cry and be all French.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's the reality of what you have to get through sometimes is like this just perfect storm that is designed. It's almost like it's designed to give you a soft dick.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but
the one thing I always told people it's not how good you do when you're fucking, it's how good you do after you failed. Because if this job, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. That's
every male performer has had a bad day.
You have to. I mean, like again, I've told this to a lot of people. My grandpa died the night before I had to go to a scene. I got told that, and I had to go do a fucking 12-hour scene. My dick worked fine that day. I went to set, and I don't know, my microwave was fucked up. I don't know what the hell, and my dick didn't want to work. It's the weirdest thing trying to control your fucking brain and your dick, and you have to figure it out when you do this job. But nobody gives anyone these guys credit for that. It's like we are mind fucking ourselves into having boners for a long time.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be that hard for that long.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We're not talking like when the average person has sex in their life. It's like a good night is like 20-30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. Like
a long sex session is like 40 minutes or something like that. Most people, like, I think the average is probably like 5 for most people, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm probably giving people too much credit.
Yeah, 40 minutes ain't what they're doing, bro.
I'm probably giving you too much credit.
Remember you said, well, when we do the starch water?
Put
some of that in the sauce, thicken that fucker up. Boom!
That was terrible.
Suck it.
That was the weakest high five I've ever had.
You're gonna have to do that again.
Pansy ass. American high five.
Did we? Sure.
Thank you, though. I think we got it.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, this big chunk of fat in the middle of this one. Oh. That's my bit. That bit in the middle. I get. You know those like apple corers? Oh, I'm gonna do the apple corer. So I wrote a book. It's an ebook. So it's more of an info product. So
what am I doing using this knife?
I don't know. I call it like a. Do you remember those choose your own adventure books from when you were a kid? Right, where you could be like, turn down this way, turn down that way.
Are you asking me or the fans?
I'm asking both.
Oh yeah.
This is like a choose your own adventure book for men's sexual health. So it's not so subtly titled "How I Grew My Penis and Other Porn Industry Secrets," because I actually did grow my dick. I was under 6 inches in length before I started porn. I am now at 7 inches in length. It took me about 8 months to gain an inch on my dick.
Bragging a little bit.
But it's doable. It's not easy. It's not like a magic pill bullshit like you see on Pornhub. Little ads that roll in the corner like, take this magical African herb and your dick will... No, that's not going to happen. So that's on my Gumroad. It's gumroad.com/Stirling Cooper X. You can see that there. I also have a free ebook, which has just been released, which is called The 5 Subtle Mistakes Men Make in the Bedroom and How to Fix Them. You can find that on my Gumroad 2 shortly. What are you doing?
Shut up. Sorry, I didn't mean
How is this going to work?
This was the whole point of Lazy Susan.
We got it.
Presentation purposes?
Yeah, I bought it just for this
Okay.
shot. So since we're at the end of this lovely adventure of ours.
I like this kind of adventure.
Yeah, right? Would you tell the people, 1, where to find you, 2, what you're doing next, and how we can follow the amazing life of Stirling Cooper?
My Twitter, which is entirely safe for work, is twitter.com/Stirling Cooper X. Stirling is spelled S-T-I-R. Americans tend to spell it wrong. And you can follow me on my YouTube channel, which is also youtube.com/Stirling Cooper X. And I do interviews with porn stars. This guy was on my channel not that long ago. I have girls on as well, just like he does. And I'm going to Europe in about a week's time. And I'm basically going to be doing a vlog while I'm bouncing around Europe, all around Eastern Europe. So tune in for my shenanigans on that. Oh yeah.
Is it good?
That mash. Oh boy.
Yeah, the one thing I know I'm good at is making this fucking mashed potatoes.
Making mashed potatoes. That is good.
How you like?
Tastes like home.
Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for coming on to Hanging with Nathan. New episodes maybe sometime every once in a while. Not sure, depending how work goes, because I'm trying as best I can to keep up with you guys watching my shit. But please stay tuned for a new episode. Maybe a dude, maybe a girl, maybe porn, maybe not. Who fucking knows? Maybe a stunt person. You will find out. Bye-bye.